right, listen up, you job seekers. This one's for you. Anyone who's had to look for a job knows finding the right one is a full-time job itself. And in many cases, it's all about not what you know, but who you know. So we have an expert here to tell us how she's helping Gen Z job seekers launch their careers fresh out of college and get matched with the right company for them. I am so honored to have with us today, Laura Jensen. She's with the Graduate firm, and she's going to help you get a job. Thank you so much, Laura, for being here.
Well, thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited because I know a lot of young people are trying to find work.
Yes.
Now, you created the Graduate to do just that. So why did you do it?
Well, I noticed that the Gen Z specifically group was having a hard time finding jobs. And so one of the things that the Graduate does is I teach them essentially how to outsmart the competition, how to find the jobs that are not listed online. And the Graduate, what it does is we offer several different ways to go about facilitating that process. We have individual sessions, we have group sessions, and then we have private job fairs that allow this generation to learn about different industries and different types of positions.
Wow, that's a lot, because most of the time kids just send out, no offense because y'all are kids to us, most of them just kind of randomly send out a resume and just hope and pray. But you actually are taking them step by step through avenues that would not necessarily be open to them, right?
Yes, we go step by step from everything from the resume to the final acceptance of the job and everything in between.
Why is that important?
One of the things I've noticed about the Gen Z population is communication.
Yes.
The ability to articulate yourself. Even though you're entering the job market and you admittedly don't have experience, it's still so important to be able to say the purpose of why you're talking to somebody, what you're looking for. Nobody's going to expect, you know, somebody entering the job market for the first time to go in there and know everything. And that's okay. But it is important to be able to have some sort of direction when you're talking to someone so so it looks like you have a plan.
Right. It almost seems as if you're kind of holding their hand along with the process too.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with that as an adult to have somebody who knows more about this than they do, right?
Right. Everybody's different, and that's something I always stress to the young professionals that I work with. Nobody's ever the same. No job search is ever the same. Everybody has different skill sets and different talents. And so one of the things we do at the Graduate is we really try to work with each individual to recognize their separate, what makes them unique.
Yeah, and on top of that, not only are they competing for a job, they're competing against people who have a lot of job experience, because we know a lot of people may have been laid off with other organizations or entities, so they're having to compete with them, and you help them along with that too, right?
Yes, I mean, they're competing with those people, but they're also competing against each other.
Exactly.
So it's kind of like one of the biggest things about the Graduate is we teach you how to outsmart your competition, how to separate yourself from the pack.
Okay, I like that. So we have about 45 seconds, so briefly, what is the first thing, if I walk in the door, I need your help, what are you going to tell me?
Well, the first thing I do is I sit down and I get to know you, and that's part of the first hour session. Get to know you, understand where you are in your search, if you know what you're looking for, what problems that you're having in the search. We address all of those different areas to see kind of where we need to start the process and what areas we need to focus on.
And if I'm clueless, you really help along that way too.
Hey, it happens, but we all figure it out.
I love that. So I want to show on our screen a way in which people can get a hold of you, because we have it right here. It's, of course, this is their website, but thegraduatetx.com. That's your website where they can actually sign up to meet you and go start the process, correct?
Yes, and they can also follow us on our Instagram, which is at thegraduatetx.
And do you have a form they can fill out immediately on the website too?
Yes, go to our contacts page.
Oh, I love that. And one final question for you. What is it that you have loved about helping these young people? We have about 30 seconds.
I love every single person I work with. I love seeing the transition from someone coming in and saying, I don't know what I do, I'm scared, I don't know, whatever, to the smile on their face and the confidence that builds in themselves when they have that success.
Well, Laura, I want to thank you so much, because you are changing lives. You're helping young people find careers and hopefully just making that first step into something that's going to be glorious. So thank you so much for what you do. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having me.
All right. Okay, everybody, you can get more information on our website after the show, CW39.com.